Welcome to the Crypto Boss Andrew channel. Um, so right now I want to look at comp. Right now there's 2.5 days left on the chart. I'm going to start looking at the 3-day chart, the daily chart, 4-hour chart, and 1-hour chart, and 15-minute chart. So I'm basically going to start looking at the 3-day chart more, and actually on the regular basis, because there is a new strategy that I do have where you short or long, DCA into the short or long on 200x leverage, not financial advice. You use um, cross margin, and you just like put $1 into the trade initially. That way, if you're in a short, it goes up, you can DCA into it. Obviously, you always need an invalidation point, but that's just something I'd be looking for. So right now, there's no trade here, at least not on a 3-day chart with that strategy. But if it was oversold or overbought, you could. But right now, 3-day chart has more room to go. On the daily chart, we are looking now. You could short the daily though, probably, because that is overbought. If we go to the 4-hour chart, 4-hour chart is overbought as well. Let's see if that's making a lower high. It's basically making a double top here at, hold on, it's making a double top here basically at $41. Let's go to the 1-hour chart. 1-hour chart is though trying to make a higher low. You could also say this is some sort of cup and handle. There's your cup, and then you would have to get a little bit of price action going to the downside for your handle. That's just those are two things two possibilities I would be looking at right now. If you did make your handle, your measurement would be very roughly a slightly higher high at 41.20. So that's something I'd be looking at right now on the 1-hour chart. Let's see what the 15 is doing. 15-minute chart is making a lower high, but again, it could be a slanted cup and handle. So that's something I'd be looking for. Obviously, if it really loses $39, $39.75 even, I would say that's an invalidation of the handle, and you're coming to the downside. And then the 4-hour chart, the daily chart would also take over on the dumpage. So to me, right now, let's go back to the 3-day chart and find massive support and resistance. So obviously, that's going to be a local high there at $84. We are a long ways away from that, but that's also a good sign because that means you could like really have room to go to the upside on this. And I haven't looked at this like I don't know ever maybe. Well, it's been a long time. You have support at $23, and then you also have more resistance. I see right there around $64. Multiple times that was resistance. One, two, three. Three times it was resistance. That time you broke through it the most recent time, but that would be some more resistance to the upside. So if this cup and handle on the 1-hour time frame really plays out, you could start to leg up there. It's not going to happen overnight. It's a big market cap coin, but this could eventually, in due time, especially in the 3-day chart, and maybe a few candles on the 3-day chart, a few weeks, 1 or 2 weeks, this could see $64, $65. But if you go lose 39.75, like I said, that was the invalidation point on the 1-hour chart, then I'd be looking for a move back to on the macro timeframes, possibly as low as $23. Although I think that's a worst case scenario because it's looking like you almost, in a way, have a triple bottom forming around that level. You could even say it. I would say that's a triple or quadruple bottom forming at that level at some point. Usually, the more times you test the support, the more like you are to break it. But the fact you get such a big bounce every time you touch it is a sign that it's trying to be a macro bottom. And I'd be shocked now at this point if comp goes below $23, $24 again in this bear market, and maybe ever. So we'll see what happens. But with that being said, that's what I'd be looking at for comp. Something that I'd be watching actually on the longer time frames. But with that being said, that's all I got. If you guys enjoy this, appreciate it. Hit the like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next video.